Hey everyone, today we're going to talk some more about how to name certain things in geometry. So if we look up here, they kind of walk you through every type of thing that we're going to look at today. They don't line them up super well, so I'm going to kind of break them apart. They give you a picture and then the name of it. So if you look here, this is a point and they call it point B. And then the next picture is a picture of a line, and notice that they're calling it line CD or line DC, or they're calling it line F. So let me let me break that into what you want to look at. And the next picture is a picture of a segment. A segment starts and stops. It is part of a line. And again, they don't do a good job lining up, so we could call that segment QR or segment RQ. The next picture is a picture of array. Array starts at one point, goes through another point, and keeps going in one direction. So there's that. Now you do have to be careful when you name array. You always have to start at this point to name it. So that would be ray OP. We could not call that ray PO because it doesn't start at point P. And then the last one we've already talked about, that's plane M. And remember, we also said with plane M, you could use the symbol, which is a small version of a plane, and M. All right, so let's just get into this. Identify the following symbols. So we look at number 1, okay? It starts and it stops, so that would be a segment. So there's my symbol for segment. And we could say segment AB, or you could reverse that and call it segment BA. Now, going down to number 2, we've already talked about this. This would be plane. And remember, these are supposed to be cursive. Okay, on this worksheet, they don't make them cursive. So do your best. That would be plane L. Now, let's take a look at number 3. Number 3, what you should notice are your arrows. Okay, the arrows indicate to you that that is a line, so it's going to keep going in both directions. And so we have a symbol for that. So we call it line XY. You could also call it line YX. Number 4, I already talked about this one. That would be point T. Okay, just point T. Number 5. Okay, again, starts and stops, so that would be a segment. There's my symbol for segment, and we call it segment MN. You could also call it segment NM. Number 6, this is one of the new ones. Okay, I notice that it starts at Y, goes through X, and keeps on going. That indicates to me that is a ray. So we say ray, and notice that my symbol always points to the right. Doesn't matter what your picture looks like. Your symbol always points to the right. And it would be ray YX. Okay, we could not call this ray XY. If we called it ray XY, we would be saying it starts at X, goes through Y, and keeps on going. Okay, and that is not what's happening. And so, yes, you can get this one wrong if you go too fast. Always start at this point to name array. Number 7, oh look, another point. We like points. Points aren't hard to identify. So point C. Back up to number 8. Okay, again, it starts, it stops, segment DE. Number 9, I pay attention to the arrows. Okay, they're going to continue in both directions. This would be a line. Now, remember, if you're going to use the letter that they're providing for you at the end or beginning, you have to use the word, and it's supposed to be a lowercase cursive. So we'll say line B and try to make it cursive. Number 10, again, that should be a cursive letter. Plain S, and you could use the symbol. Number 11 starts at F, goes through G, keeps going past G. That's a ray, so point it to the right. Ray F, G. Number 12 Paying attention to my arrows, indicating it's a line. I'm going to use these 2 points on my line, MO, or we could call it line OM. Number 13, it starts, it stops, segment RS or SR. Number 14, and I really can't even tell what that's supposed to be in the corner. So let's call it a T. We'll make it cursive. So plain, and again, you could use a symbol here, T. Number 15, it starts, it keeps going through a point, and then it's going to continue on, so that is a ray, and we have to call it ray KJ. Again, always start at that point. We cannot call it JK. Okay, if you call it JK, that would be incorrect, okay, because it's not starting off at J. Number 16, it starts, it stops, segment T, and I believe that's a B, looks like a blob. Okay. 17, again, pay attention to the arrows, indicates it's a line. Have to use a symbol if you're using 2 points on the line, so line KV or VK. 18, point A, you do have to write the word point out. There is no symbol for point. Number 19 starts at, I believe that's a Q, goes through O, keeps going. So that's a ray, and that would be ray QO. Okay, it might be a G, but we're going to say it's a Q. Number 20, again, should be cursive, so just give it a little swirly. So that would be plain V. And last but not least, this starts at A, goes to T, has the arrow to indicate it's going to continue. When that happens, that's a ray. Make sure you start at that point to name it. So ray AT. So keep this out. We're going to do a little bit more practicing with this. You can use this if you need to look at an example to help you do your work. And of course, please let me or Miss Witcher know if you guys need any help with this. Thank you.